A twisted story developing in Arcadia, where several surrogate mothers say they were duped into carrying a child for the same couple, who have now been arrested on suspicion of child abuse. And the number of children involved in the bizarre story is staggering.
Yeah, 21 children aged 2 months to 13 years old have been taken into protective custody. We have live team coverage on this case tonight, including KTLA's Lindsay Pena. She's in the newsroom. We're going to start off with Lauren Lister, though. She's live in Arcadia. Lauren.
Good evening. Police tell me that most of the children were babies and toddlers, and the mother could furnish birth certificates showing she's the legal parent to all 21 of them. They are now in protective custody following a child abuse investigation where police allege a nanny violently shook and struck one of the babies. The surrogates that carried some of these children now shocked and devastated. Kayla, why did you want to be a surrogate mother?
I love being pregnant, but I was done growing my own family. So I thought, what better way to get to experience pregnancy at the same time as help somebody grow their families.
Kayla, a 27-year-old Texas woman, wanted to be a surrogate mom to help a couple struggling to build a family. And she made it a reality when a surrogacy agency paired her with an Arcadia couple, and she agreed to have their baby by transferring their embryo via IVF. All went well medically, and the baby was born March 13th. But 2 months later, Kayla learned the baby she carried was not with mom and dad.
She is in a foster home. It's kind of worst case scenario, something that is almost unbelievable unless you're living it.
That wasn't the only heartbreaking news. She also found the baby she carried wasn't the only one removed from the home.
There was multiple other children taken. So yeah, it was devastating.
Child after child. In fact, KTLA spoke to 3 other women who did not want to be identified that say they were all surrogate mothers to this same couple. The women say they were recruited by an agency called Mark Surrogacy and did not know they were all caring for the same people. Public records show Mark Surrogacy listed this Arcadia home as its address and also show it's where Sylvia Zhang lives. That is the woman these surrogates say they cared for. It's also where Arcadia PD says a child abuse investigation led them in May after Sylvia and her partner's baby ended up in the hospital with head trauma. Arcadia PD says they arrested the couple living in the home. Legally, the baby's mom and dad, Sylvia Zhang and Guo Jin Shan, on suspicion of felony charges.
Child abuse, child endangerment.
Police allege a nanny abused the baby and the parents knew but did not get medical care for 2 days. Department of Children and Family Services investigated, removing the rest of the couple's children from their custody. But the number is staggering.
So in total, there were 21 children taken into protective custody related to the mother and father.
You heard right, 21 children, all taken into DCFS custody. As for Mark's surrogacy, public records show they filed papers terminating the company.
We're pretty far along.
But a Pennsylvania surrogate who says contractually she can't disclose her name or the parents says she is due in the fall, and she doesn't know where that baby will end up.
So we are carrying with Mark Surrogacy, and we're currently 26 weeks. And it really hit hard when all of this came through.
We received a text response from a cell phone associated with Sylvia Zhang saying any accusations of wrongdoing are misguided and wrong. We look forward to vindicating any such claims at the appropriate time when and if any actions are brought. Police tell me the injured baby is still in the hospital, and that nanny who's been implicated, they still have not located. As for the parents, they are out of jail. Police say they're planning to present a case to the district attorney soon, saying they allegedly have evidence of further abuse to the children from the nannies. Also, the FBI investigating this too. In Arcadia, I'm Lauren Lister, KTLA 5 News.
Lauren, thank you.
All right, so many people tonight really wondering how could something like this happen?
Surrogacy laws vary state by state, and there are no federal regulations. KTLA's Lindsay Pena joins us with more on the legal loopholes, especially when it comes to surrogacy agencies. Lindsay?
Yeah, Sharon, Sandra, there are still so many questions surrounding this situation. But people I spoke with who work in the surrogacy industry say what happened in this case is a perfect example of why there's a need for more oversight and regulation.
Sunshine Hansen is the founder and president of Surrogacy Is, an agency connecting intended parents with surrogates.
The role of the agency really is to protect both parties and make sure that everything is transparent and everything is safe.
She says the story coming out of Arcadia about a couple accused of operating a surrogacy agency and misrepresenting themselves to surrogates to convince multiple women to carry babies for them is disturbing, but not entirely unheard of.
This isn't the only story like this, and this is maybe the only one where we actually know where the children are.
As for how the couple was able to start their own agency, Hansen says pretty much anyone can. There's no licensing requirements in California. The American Society for Reproductive Medicine sets guidelines.
And agencies are expected to follow these guidelines, but they're guidelines. They're not hard and fast rules, and there's no enforcement, which is why I think things like this are allowed to happen and have happened and probably will continue to happen.
As for the surrogates now finding out the children they carried are in foster care, experts say it's a lot to process.
To find out that the possibility of something different is truly a loss. Like, there's grief because it's a loss of what you thought you were giving. It's a loss of the identity around carrying someone's child and doing something for them, and the possibility I can imagine of the fear of kind of like, is the baby that I brought into this world going to be safe, going to have a nice life?
Licensed marriage and family therapist and surrogacy concierge Marley Steinman says it's so important people do their research and know exactly who they're working with.
There are so many people who are ethical, that do the right thing, that are in this for the right reasons. And, for someone to do this is just, not that I know exactly what happened, but it's just so hard to fathom and understand.
The industry people I spoke with today say some of the red flags to watch out for when it comes to surrogacy agencies are a lack of transparent communication, support services, and a lack of online presence. Also be wary of agencies that contact you first, like sending messages on social media or by email when you haven't asked for information. In the News Center, Lindsay Pena, KTLA 5 News.
Lindsay, thank you.